Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with Operation Enduring Francedom, where I attempt to survive as France during World War II. And things have been going well. I just finished off a big offensive push that recaptured most of Belgium, Luxembourg, and a little strip of the Netherlands, as well as pushing into southern Germany and managing to take Stuttgart down here. Now, the offensive in Italy has stalled, and I think one thing that I've been doing wrong is I haven't really been setting up an offensive front and getting strategic planning going. That's probably something I should change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some units. I'm going to reassign them around a little bit here. Now, I am having to defend here, so that is problematic. And one of the big reasons I've been avoiding this is because I've been on the defensive, and you really don't get a bonus for making up a strategic plan as far as I understand things and as far as the wiki says. On defense, but on offense you do get a planning bonus, and that's not really something I've been taking advantage of. Now, it's not something I really needed for all of this offensive push, but it's probably about time I started doing things to allow for my offensive to be a little bit more successful. So I've got this unit down here, or this army with 12 divisions that are all grouped up here, and I probably need to give them an offensive plan here. So first thing we're going to want is a front line, and it is just going to be these two provinces. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to want to set a offensive line. Now, this is going to be a pretty simple one. Really, all I want is these two provinces. But I do want a planning bonus for that. So let's go ahead and just do that. So we're going to recapture this area here. And I'm probably going to sit on this, as a matter of fact, and allow the planning bonus to accrue over the winter. Now let's deselect that. Now, they're probably going to move some troops around. And I believe I did have a soldier that was moving over here. They might have already got in. I'm not exactly sure. Let's just move them. And another thing is, the AI sometimes does some silly things when you have them controlling a front like this, and they start redeploying troops, and they shouldn't be doing so. So we'll keep an eye on this for the meantime. Let's go ahead and start play. Alright, so right now, one thing that's happening that's very interesting is I believe the British are making a naval landing here in the Netherlands. And it looks like it's going successfully. Now, I have some defense that's going on right now. And I could actually push offensively in here. I don't know if I have really the troops to do it, but it would probably be a good idea. I'm redeploying troops, though. And a large part of them are going to be here. So I'm probably going to redeploy a lot of those troops here and maybe put a couple in there. But for now, we're just going to have to keep an eye on things. All right. So that defense is starting to go better. As I said, we're going to be reinforcing here. Oh, I do have factories. Let's see about that. I thought I already had 63 factories. Maybe it was just a weird thing with the save file. But let me go ahead and set some of this stuff up. So the close air support is saying filled, and this is saying filled because we haven't actually done anything with that just yet. I definitely want more medium tanks. How are the motorized going? Not particularly well. And we're also pretty short on infantry equipment. But I'm not going to worry about that too much. Artillery's starting to catch up. Heavy tanks, not so much. Out of all of these, I think I'm going to put it in motorized, to be honest with you, as we are using a lot of motorized troops. But there's a lot of things that I do need here. You know what? I'm going to give anti-tank. There we go. Now we have a lot of efficiency that we have to get. And I am still working on building factories. Yeah, I will, as soon as some of these factories get repaired. Okay. As a matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and push some of these guys up to there for now. We'll worry about this other stuff later. So I'm just making sure here. Alright, that soldier was going to move in there. Let's just keep him here. Alright. So we're going to have this planning bonus. Now, I'm not going to order them to go until either the winter's over or I really feel like I can win. So we're just going to hold off for now. Now, over here, I could do similar things. But for now, as I said, we're just on the defensive. But that may change. Did the British attack end? What happened here? I'm not really sure. Well, I might push an offensive here anyway. We'll just have to wait and see. Most of my defenses are winning pretty well. I mean, it's only a couple divisions against 12 here. So it's going to be just kind of a waiting game while the winter drags on here. How many divisions are attacking me here? 4 on quite a lot. I have a lot of troop buildup here. Okay, these guys have arrived. Let's go ahead and put them in here. And then we'll think about doing an offensive here. How many divisions are attacking me? Just 3? Okay, that's not too bad. And we're going to be attacking in here, which is probably where some of that offensive is coming from. And we have 6 on 4 here. All right. Am I attacking here? I must be. And that attack's going pretty well. It's only a single division. And we have a defense going on here. Just 2 divisions. That's fine. Okay. Now, as I said, it looks like a lot of that offensive is coming from here. So once these troops show up, we'll grab them and we'll throw them in there. All right. Now, that doesn't look like it's going particularly well. I mean, we're winning. That's for sure. Yeah, it looks like the British called off their naval offensive. I'm kind of wondering why, because they were winning. Oh, we're getting attacked here. See, this is what I was talking about. This is why I don't let the AI take control of things, because look at this nonsense. They just pulled a bunch of troops off of here, and now I gotta fix it. Matter of fact, let's just send the tank unit and the cavalry unit, and I'll pull back a couple of these infantry. This is why I don't let the AI take care of things a lot of the time. Oop, I meant to tell them to stay behind. Let's do this guy and this guy. Stay behind. Okay. Because they're almost beating me here. Because I allowed them to amass troops against me. See, this is the nonsense that this is why I don't let the AI take care of things, because they make really stupid decisions. I keep getting attacked here. I cannot allow them to continue to attack me with an advantage. Or how many divisions are attacking me here? Just 3. Alright, I'm not worried about that. Over here, we have more of a major 2 on 5. Alright. Alright, these troops are going here. We already are reinforcing there, so why don't I send these guys instead to... No. Okay. Alright. So that Yugoslavian soldier came, which is fine. I think that was a volunteer, though, so I shouldn't have direct command. See a lot of British troops coming up here. How is the Italian action going on? It looks like it's more or less stalled here. I mean, they definitely have made good gains here. Oh, and they're pushing out. They're taking a lot of the Belgium territory here. I'm just surprised the Italians can maintain this. Oh, wow, this is still going very badly. All right, well, hopefully it doesn't have any negative consequences. All right, but for now, we're winning there. And this fight is continuing to go well, as there's probably only 1 division in there now. And I continue to have an attack here. Alright, I'll just keep an eye on things, make sure the AI isn't doing stupid crap down here still. It's likely they would never have attacked me here. Alright, they have throwing a lot of divisions in there. I guess I'll send this Alpine unit over there to help. Yeah, the Germans are concentrating their forces down here. For sure. Alright. We managed to take these guys out. We could probably continue. I really wish the British hadn't called off its naval offensive. Oh, they just landed over here. Well, maybe we'll see them do stuff in this front, hopefully, that will help us out. Now, I managed to take all of this stuff that's on the other side of the river. And I also have offensives that are going pretty well here. I may be able to take Colne here if I continue with the offensive. As a matter of fact, we've got a lot of troops here. Why don't I push up here? We'll grab a couple units. Let's say we grab these blue units. We keep them there, obviously. So we just want these 2 guys. Go up there. These 4 guys go in there. Tanks go in there. And then these guys are going to stay behind as a defensive front, as that is what the blue army is currently up to right now. Okay. How many divisions are against me here? So 7 on 9. Not great. I would have preferred the AI not have redirected troops like they did. Oh, and this, I think, was an offensive that worked out. That's nice to see. Because I think we were struggling for this space, and now they're counterattacking me here. But I don't think this is going to be an area of continued offensive. Okay, right now, I'm just going to reinforce this defense. Hopefully we can break it. Alright. So these guys are no longer defending. So we'll grab a couple troops here. Not a whole lot, but just 2. So I will deselect this guy, and this guy, and send these 2 divisions in to help this front. And we do have an attack going on here. A lot of divisions involved. Must be a 2-prong attack here and here. I could do an attack of my own and push up here, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. So instead, we'll just send this colonial trooper over there to reinforce. Alright. And when this defense is over, I'm going to go ahead and send some units down into the help for this offensive. Alright. So that went well. Unfortunately, these 2 units are going to be by themselves until this defense ends. Okay. This is starting to get worse. How are things going here? We're at 58. Alright. So this is proving a mistake, and this is exactly why I had never done this, is because the AI's continued silly behavior, from my experience. Alright. A lot of these defenses are starting to wrap up. Okay. So we do have a defense that we're actually losing here, it looks like, but we're going to have reinforcements soon. How many divisions do I have here? 4. And I do have some attacking me as well. Just a single division. Alright. Well, those units are going to pop in there soon. Alright. Why don't we have these guys move? Help this attack. Okay. And as I said, we're losing this defense, but that shouldn't stay for long. There's a lot of divisions here that we may be able to squeeze. If this guy breaks, I think I can take Colne. We'll just let things progress for now. Okay. Those units haven't yet arrived. Alright. I know about that. Okay, we got more defense here. This fight is going pretty well. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this. How are these guys doing? They're bringing their fighter numbers up. Do we have all the other air wings actually doing missions? Okay, these guys are standing by. All right. So what we need is fighters. Come over here. Tactical bombers, come over here. And then we'll click on this region. All right, so we want air superiority and close air support. Now, the fighters that are... Where is this fighter group? I'm actually not sure where that fighter... Oh, they're up here probably, yeah. You are actually going to be in northern France. Click on there. And you're doing air superiority. Okay. All right, so there's a little bit of a mess up there. All right. Let's continue. All right, so this offensive is over. Over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this soldier back. I'm going to grab 2 units here. I'm going to do relatively weak units. So we'll say no to that, and no to that. You 2 go over there. Now you guys, stay where you are. Don't be jackasses. Stay here. I don't care if you think it's a good idea to redeploy troops. You do what I tell you to do. Alright. Let's go back up here. Okay, so right now the defense is going pretty well. This offense has gone pretty well. And I told myself that I would not attack much in the winter. But up north, it just seems like things are going well enough that I can continue with attacks. So can I attack in here? It looks like I can. So we're going to do an offensive here. In an attempt to take Colne. Alright. And when that defense ends, hopefully... Is this number ticking down? Or up? Hard to say. Just kind of staying where it is. Oh, it is ticking up. Alright, we're going to attack it again. But this time we have divisions in there. How many divisions are attacking me? It will be 6 on 9. We just keep getting attacked, and it's unfortunate. But... Alright. Is there anywhere I can take advantage of? I mean, maybe I could push in here. And if I'm successful, we could go down in here, maybe? I don't want to know what the strategic purpose of that would be, other than just to continue to push the lines. I think I'm happy to just entrench here and wait out the winter. Alright. Again, I am going to keep an eye on here every so often. Okay, so this fight is starting to go better. I do have a river crossing, kind of, so... Why is this fight not... Oh, I did get it. It just, it's a defense now, okay. Because the Germans always like to counterattack me after I make gains. Alright, this is starting to progress quickly. So we might be able to get that 2-prong, or 3-prong offensive at this point. Okay, let's just keep an eye over here. Oh, things dramatically changed. Why did they dramatically... Oh, because they have a lot more divisions now, huh? Alright, fine. Send those guys back over there. Send this guy back over here. Alright. Alright, so that defense is over. This defense is over. Good stuff. Alright, so we're going to grab... these guys. And I'm going to leave behind, obviously, the units that are kind of beat up. The Swiss units, I think. Well, at least 2 of them. And we'll start a march there. Alright. Now, the plan here is actually to hold off and not send the troops from here and there because we're going to attack Cologne here. At least that's the plan. All right. Mostly just defensives now. We might be able to take Rotterdam if things go well. So the British right now are just kind of sitting there. 32 divisions. They could be helping anywhere but where they are helping right now. Okay. And troops are getting in there, so we're having a little bit better luck. We need to get air superiority over the Alps. That's one of the things that's really hurting us. All right. That's a weird, I think, bug, because I don't know where those soldiers are attacking me from over there. All right. So this battle is progressing. We do have a defensive here. I mean, the Germans are trying to counterattack. Repeatedly. And they're winning here. Because they have even more divisions than before. You know, one thing I could do to help here is do this. They're going to have to redirect troops if they don't want to lose. There's a three-prong offensive here. And I could do another offensive if they leave me an opening. Matter of fact, I'm very tempted to attack here, but we'll just hold off for now. But if they continue to reinforce over here, we might be able to take advantage. All right. Most of these fights are going well. This fight looks like we're going to win. All right. We won here. I think there's no reason to stop pushing. So, we'll go ahead. Grab the motorized guys. And I only grab 2 divisions here. So I just want guys that are at really good strength. You know what? I think I'll grab these 3. And have them march in there as well. And we can have these guys march in there as too, but I think I'm going to hold them for now. All right. Okay, so we took this area. Now we just have some defensives going on. And the offensive continues. What do we do at this point? Do we attack up here? Or do we focus things on Holm? I think we focus things on Holm. So I'm going to move the tanks in here. They're very low unit strength, so that's been kind of a problem, but we'll let them go in there. And this defense will start to peter out. Okay. We're starting to win here. Starting to lose here, though. But we'll do another front of attack here in a second. They had to have pulled units out. Yeah, just 1 unit now. Alright. Now it says we're losing 9 divisions. It only... Oh, okay. They are low on organization, though, it looks like, for the most part. So if I do another front here of attack, I might be able to beat them. They're starting to throw more troops in here, though. So this defense is going to take a lot longer. They are pulling more troops out of here, though. It is 9 on 9. I could throw more troops in there, but think that would leave some fronts too weak. Alright, let's go back to where we're really having action, though. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to send a single division in here just to help progress this a little bit faster. Now, I could attack and probably take Rotterdam, but I'm going to wait. We got another defensive, unfortunately. Okay. Come back over here. This is continuing to progress in our favor. They did reinforce here. They managed to get a full organization tank unit. Alright. So that guy ended up breaking. You know what? Screw it. We'll just back off here. And you too. Now, I mostly did that because... Alright, so they're going to continue to attack me here. We may be able to renew the offensive here in a second, but for now, we just continue to hold. Okay. We have a defense going on here. This is over. So, I think we start attacking Cologne. They're going to have good defenses. Now, alternatively, I could attack here because they keep attacking me. And it would be an easy victory, I think. And it'd also free up a lot of troops that we need. But, for now, I think we do this offensive. So we're going to have tank units involved, cavalry units involved. And I'm going to send... I'm going to deselect some of these infantry because I do want them to be left behind. Kind of hard to choose who to deselect with the screen being it the way it is. There we go. And we'll deselect you and you. So we get 3 divisions left behind. Go in there. You 2 divisions. Just send me 1 trooper in there for now. Then we'll do a 3-prong attack maybe here. Once these guys are done messing around with their defense. Alright. This attack isn't going particularly well. But it is a city. Alright. Dang it. Another defense. Is it just the 1 tank unit attacking me, though? Alright, well, we can break them probably, then. Do that. And do that. Start this offensive. Alright, never mind. I don't want to break their organization up too much. Okay. They keep attacking me, and I can't use these units. Alright. Let's come back over here. Okay. Should I renew the offensive here? They've reinforced quite a lot. I'm going to say no. Just, I think, chill. And let the fights happen. We got another defensive. That's annoying. They keep trying to take this province. Alright, is that fight really going that badly? Jeez. Alright, we're probably not ready for that fight then. Just hold off for now. Grab this single division. Have them chill out. Okay. We'll do this attack instead. As it is necessary. Alright. Now we stop with the defense. Send these guys in. Send these guys in. And we'll keep the infantry where they are. These infantry. Just going to send 1 division. We'll send this one. To there. Alright. This should be a little bit better. Alright, looks like the Belgians are attacking here. How many divisions are attacking me? 6 on 15? Alright, well, across the river, I guess you start with 60... Why would you be doing this attack? Stupid Belgians. We got a defense here. Or is this attack? Is it? Yeah, he's attacking. Single division against 3. Alright, good luck with that. Probably the same thing here. We have 2 divisions attacking 7. Good luck with that, AI. Alright, finally. You know what? We can help this attack out. So, tanks, go in there. Colonial troops, you stay behind, but infantry go in there. Fine, we'll help. Alright. Let's go back over here, just make sure. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling that the AI redeployed troops again. I so want to delete that front. I so want to do that, because this is starting to piss me off a little bit. Alright, how many divisions are in here? 6. I can do the same thing I did last time. I can have all these divisions attack. Probably won't go anywhere, but it'll at least make sure that this doesn't lose. And it will hurt some of the divisions that are attacking me from that direction. But then we have the threat of being counterattacked here hard. And my units will lose organization while that counterattack is going on. How many divisions are here? Is it just 3? Really hard to tell sometimes. I'm just trying to find a way that I can really take advantage of the situation here, and I just don't know if there is one. How is my recruit going? We got a couple tank units that I can pop out. Alright, we'll do that. Pop, pop. And because things are going so well up north, I think I'm going to send these guys in the south for the future. Now, I could send them into Italy. As I said, I'd like this front to progress. But at the same time, we're being able to hold the Germans. They have a lot of troops there. I think where we need them is in other areas. So we'll send these guys, first off, add them to the blue unit. Blue army, I should say. And then put them in here. Okay, in any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So, are these attacks by the Belgians? They are. Interesting. We might want to follow up with them. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.